Today, I want to discuss foods that actually support your hormones, that work for you and not against you. So depending on where you are at in your journey, it's going to be really important to understand if you're in a hormonally thriving place. And if you are, then the approach can be a little bit more broad, and you can benefit from doing techniques such as seed cycling and cycle syncing. But if you're in a weird place, whether you are estrogen dominant, you have polycystic ovarian syndrome, maybe you have very low progesterone, maybe you are in perimenopause or you're postmenopausal, and you are definitely in a place where you're low on most of the sex hormones, then you're going to take a little bit more of a tailored approach. But in the broad picture, it's very important that we do incorporate cruciferous vegetables, dark leafy greens. These are going to be really good for our body and detoxing our liver and just supporting all good things hormonally. Of course, protein, lean, quality sources of protein are key. And also making sure that we're not consuming a lot of inflammatory ingredients, of course, making sure we're getting anywhere from 25 to 35 grams of fiber each and every day. And if you do want to take a seed cycling approach, this is basically the strategy you're going to take. And I love it because it's very versatile. You can just sprinkle your seeds into whatever you choose, and you can actually buy seeds that are already ground up. Mansky's Wellness is a brand that offers 2 bags each month. It's a subscription, and you can buy the days 1 through 14 and days 15 through 28. That everything is already done for you. So it's taking the guesswork out of it. You don't have to sit there and ration out and blend and grind up your seeds. But in terms of which seeds to use and how often, how much, basically day 1 of your menstrual cycle, the day you start bleeding, you are going to do either or. So you can do one or the other or a combination of both. 1 to 2 tablespoons, ideally 2 tablespoons each day of pumpkin seeds and flax seeds. Okay, so this is going to support both estrogen from the flax seeds and progesterone from the pumpkin seeds, because that's when we need that good balance of both. And you're going to do, if you can, organic, and you're going to grind them up to more of a milled powder form. That is so your body is going to digest it and be able to use it a little bit better than if you have, the full whole forms of it. And so you can still gain some from it if it's not milled, but I do highly suggest it. And if you do want to go with a company like Mansky's, you can always do that. Now, when you're days 15 through 28, or whenever your cycle ends, until you start bleeding, you're going to flip to sesame and sunflower seeds. So this is going to support your hormones during that time. And again, we not only want to make sure that we are supporting and boosting estrogen, but we want to make sure that we are detoxing estrogen. And so I'll get into specifics about high estrogen, low estrogen, and how that will all look in terms of the specifics in a next upcoming video. But making sure that we're getting our good omega-3s, so incorporating foods like salmon is always going to be helpful. And just following a good, high quality, whole food nutritional approach is going to be key. Also incorporating items that will detox our liver, so milk thistle, dandelion root, all of those are going to be really good for supporting our body. So you can take that in either pill form, powder form, tea form. There's a lot of different forms out there. I personally love milk thistle tea. I like to sip on it in the morning, and it's just good and calming, and it really helps my hormones, I feel. So that's going to be really good. Another super powerful item to incorporate is broccoli sprouts. It's going to be really good for your body, for your hormones, for your liver. So make sure that you take these foods seriously, and you can find more information in the documents to come when it comes to the foods and the herbs and supplements for supporting your hormones. See you in the next video.